Well, we're in the Dogon country still, and we stopped at lunchtime. It was an encampment hotel, and this place was just looked like a giant bar room there, and it had tables in the middle, and it had little doors there, 4, 5, 6, hotel. Oh my God! It looked like a poverty brothel hotel. Here, $2, go in that room. It was terrible. They had they called it a gallery, which was a laugh in itself because it was just a tiny, dirty room back there, and they had things to sell. And I bought a Dogon bracelet for $10,000. Which turns down to $1. And we brought our own lunch. Daniel did the lunch up and packed it up, and we brought it with us, and we sat down at their tables and drank their beer. And we eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs, tomatoes. Oh, they have some kind of a garlic coleslaw that is just wonderful. And as we left there, and then we were traveling, and we had to keep asking people in the fields, where do we go? This is so strange. Roberta has this, what do you call it? A GPI. It's a modern instrument. It's a compass. It tells you where you're at. It tells you where you want to go. But you have to have numbers pushed in so that you know. And obviously he didn't have the number pushed in. Well, that was the first problem. So we found, or not we, he found a boy in the field. He had a shirt on. He had a radio in his hand. They carry him around. If they've got a radio, it's going to be in their hand so everybody can see, hey, I've got a radio. And he spoke English. So he came, and he was in our car, and he drove to the next town, Udu, 7 miles to Udu. Then when he gets out, Roberto pays him something, and he walks home. And it's just amazing. Then the next lay of the road, the next lag of it, we got another boy with a shirt on with a radio in his hand, and he drove with us to show us how to get to the next place. Well, finally we were okay, and we got there in time to go to the market, and we got to see a toguna again. They had so many of them, and outside of the togunas, they're made with logs, and it's like a giant open room with 4 corners and then logs in between. But what makes it so different is that every log is carved with these beautiful carvings on it, and every toguna is different, showing different whatever they want to show. We don't know what they're for, but everything has a meaning. And while we were there in this area, I saw very young boys. We're talking like 6, 8, 9, something like that. No shirts on, with huge belly buttons. I mean, they were huge. Like you'd put your fist together, and that would be the size of the belly button. Now, why did they have these? Did they have hernias? Roberto seemed to say that he thought maybe the cord wasn't cut right and that things pushed out. But it's too bad, because even with their shirt on, it sticks way out there. So we went to the village Duma Sogu, and there was 2 camels coming through with these men with the blue turbans on. Taregi, I think it's Turegi, how it's pronounced. And this was at the village Duma Sogu, and they were so stylish looking, so high class. I don't know how to explain it, but they sitting erect, with these blue turbans on and the blue cloth on. It's kind of like a caftan, like a woman would wear a caftan.